First part of the day. I'm not warmed up at all. Here we go. Welcome to the Youth Leader's Brain. We're going to do a little illustration here of what I call the 7 things mind reading. Now, I've mentioned this on another video as a back pocket thing. This is something that I pull out on occasion when I have to waste a lot of time. Like this is one of those things that you could do for an hour with a group and they still won't catch on to how this is done. So I mentioned this in the other video, but this is where we're going to go ahead and explain this. So what you're after, first of all, I've used like a table in front of everybody. We've just put everything on the ground. You could do it out in a parking lot. Doesn't matter where it is. I've just got to gather 7 things. And so I usually ask the audience for 7 things, and we just line these 7 things up right in front of us. I do make sure that my center one is one that feels like an anchor, like it's very different than everything else. So sometimes this is the biggest item that's there. When I'm explaining everything else here, you'll know why I want that one to be the big one. It's not like I can mind read and say, oh, it was the triangle. We've just learned the binary like yes or no. So we've got to pick our channel. We'll be on channel 17, and the 2 of us are tuned into channel 17. And what's going to happen here is I'm going to say, is it this one? Now, all I'm trying to do is communicate to them yes or no. It's a very simple mind reading thing. It's not like we can, mind read whole concepts. But if we can get the yes or no, I mean, that's binary. Computers are done off of that. So it should be wonderful. So so here we go. I basically what I'm going to say to my friend is it this one? And friend behind the camera. No, he's gonna say yes or no, and then hopefully when we get started, my friend has to either close his eyes, exit the room, or whatever, and the audience picks their item. Then we're gonna go through it. Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? And he will be able to guess the exact one that the audience chose without him looking at it. I'm going to number each one of these items, and I have to remember, this is a thing that I got to remember in my mind. So I'm numbering it 1 through 7, but then I'm going to go the other direction and number each one of these items 1 through 7. But then what really makes this interesting is that we are going to add one more column, and this is probably the key thing that makes this really work. I'm going to go 1, 2, and 2, 3, and 3, 4, and 4. Okay, so now what we have is I've got to remember. So both myself and my friend has to remember what question that we are on. So let's imagine that my friend has closed his eyes. He doesn't know what it is, and you, the audience, you have picked. I'm going to try to read your mind. You picked the sun. Did you? Oh, that would be freaky, huh? Probably not. So we're gonna use the sun. Now, I know in my mind. So now I bring my friend back in. You open your eyes, and I'm about to ask him questions about these 7 things. In my mind, I know that the sun has a value of 7 and 1 and 4. I can't, if I want him to guess the sun the very first time, I'm going to say, is it the sun? In his mind, he's like, we're on the first question, and that's a 1. If those match, then he would say, yes, that's what you picked. Now, let's go through this. I'm going to start with saying, is it the square? And Bodie? No, he says no because we're on the first question and the square is 2, 6, and 3. On the first question, it doesn't match. Now, in my mind, I have to remember I've now asked 1 question. I'm now on to the second question. I'm going to say, is it the flower?
No.
He's going to say no because the flower is 4, 4, and 1. That doesn't match the fact that we were on the second question. Okay, is it the arrow?
No.
We're on the third question. The arrow is 1, 7, and 4. He says no. Is it the sun?
Yes.
Because we are on the fourth question and the sun is a 4, those two match, he would then say yes. Sometimes I'll actually fold my arms and I'll actually count 1, 2, 3, 4 because I'm trying to remember what question we are on, and he doesn't have to worry about going fast. So if I'm asking these questions and he's going through his mind this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. If he's doing all of that and he's really thinking hard, that actually looks good. That actually is like, oh wow, you guys are really working at this. Over time, you'll get faster at it. At first, it seems a little complicated, but this really works well. I want to have it in my mind, I'm going to send a misdirection. So I'll say something like, okay, Bodhi, here's what we're going to do. You pick which one it's going to be. Okay, is it the triangle?
No.
No. We're on the first question. It's the triangle is a 6, a 2, and a 3. He says no. Okay, Bodhi, is it the donut?
Yes.
Yes. Second question, it's a number 2. He says yes. Now, I have sent the misdirection of that being the second one. They're like, we know how you did it. You're clapping twice, and so it's the second question. I will start, I will say, is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? I'll do a misdirection on the way that I point. I'll snap my fingers. I'll do all kinds of weird things to give them a misdirection. Sometimes I'll point at it, and the one that I'll actually touch, you want to come up with as many different misdirections because they keep thinking, oh, this is how you do it. And you want to mix up which column you're using so that you don't always use the same one so that they can't figure it out. Don't worry about the couple of times you mess up. Like the couple of times you mess up, you're like, no, that wasn't, and they're like, yeah, maybe I'm on the wrong channel or something like that. Actually messing up makes it okay and makes it even a little bit more believable. Your most dangerous one is when you're picking it the first time, but don't be afraid to do it the very first time. And your audience can't tell you which time to do it. You just have to tell them, no, I'll work through this, and we send the brainwave when it's the best opportunity. You can have the person outside. If he's memorized this order, I can be outside on the other side of the room, and we can yell to each other or communicate through somebody else. Is it? And we're just counting up the numbers. We know what that item is. So when you do this for a long time, it can just be baffling. Used at a campfire, it can be used indoors, outdoors, just about anywhere where you can just put 7 things on the ground and you have somebody who's working with you who knows the same trick. I'm going to trust you not to tell everybody how to do this, but you do have to get another partner in order to do it. So that means you've got to show this video to somebody else and then practice.